I want to give an honor to all of you all who are out here worshiping with us on today. You could have been anywhere else in the world, but you're here to worship and listen to me. So I definitely want to thank you for coming out. I want to give an honor to your lovely First Lady, my sister.
Amen.
Give an honor to my nephew, Trip Scott.
Yes.
He's already caught me in height. It's still growing. I want to give an honor to the First Lady's parents. God bless you. Thank you for being here. And last but not least, I want to give an honor to my bride, my helpmeet, Olivia Holmes. She has such a beautiful voice, and she's always beside me, supporting me. And we truly thank God for her. I know it's your pastor's birthday, so we couldn't come down here and empty-handed.
Yes.
I know his wife will probably get on me later for the gift that we gave him. But Pastor, we just want to give you a token of our appreciation, just to say thank you for being a great friend.
Yes.
Amen. Yes, sir. I'm not going to worry your patience long. I'm not going to be before you long. But nevertheless, there is a word from the Lord on today. For the sake of time, I would like for you to turn to Mark chapter 5. And we're just going to read verses 21 through 27.
All right.
And when you have it, say, I see it, preacher.
I see it, preacher.
If you don't have it, say, hold on.
Hold on.
Yes, sir. And it reads, and when Jesus was passed over again by ship unto the other side, much people gathered unto him. And when he was nigh unto the sea, and behold, there cometh one of the rulers of the synagogue, Jairus by name.
Lord have mercy.
And when he saw him, he fell at his feet, and besought him greatly, saying, my little daughter lieth at the point of death.
Jesus.
I pray thee, come and lay thy hands on her, that she may be healed, and that she shall live. And Jesus went with him, and much people followed him and thronged him. And a certain woman, which had an issue of blood for 12 years, and had suffered many things of many physicians, and had spent all that she had, and was nothing better, but rather grew worse. And when she had heard of Jesus, came in the press behind, and touched his garment. For the time that I have with you today, I want to talk from the subject, a little girl's death and a woman's deliverance.
Preach, sir.
One thing I've learned, that through my walk with Christ, that you're going to need faith. Faith is key with your walk with God, because without it, it is impossible to please him.
That's right.
However, it's not only important that you have faith for yourself, but that you have faith for other people.
Yes.
If you read Mark chapter 2, there was a man who was sick of the palsy. His friends cut a hole in the roof to get him to Jesus. The text says when Jesus saw their faith, not the faith of the man with the palsy, but the faith of his friends, Jesus said to the son of the man with the palsy, he said, son, thy sins be forgiven thee.
Wow.
We sing songs in church today, and there's nothing wrong with the songs. We sing things that demonstrate just our faith in God. We sing songs like, I need thee, oh. What God has for me is for me. Lord, I just want to thank you for all you've done
Work
for
it out.
me.
Yes.
However, when Jesus prays, he says, our Father.
Yes.
Give us this day. Forgive us our debts. Lead us not into temptation. Jesus demonstrates that not only should we have faith in God for ourselves, but we should have it for other people.
That's right.
I truly believe that the reason that I'm standing here today behind this sacred desk is that my grandmama not only had faith that God could work it out for her, but she had faith that God could change
God.
So in our text,
Lord have mercy.
we have Jairus who goes to Jesus to let him know. He says, Master, my daughter is sick.
Lord Jesus.
Jairus was a ruler of the synagogue, so he knew what Jesus could do. He knew that all I had to do was get to Jesus and he could work my situation out.
That's right.
But what he didn't know, that he was going to be put, his faith was going to be put to the test, where he was not only going to have faith that Jesus could heal his daughter, but he had faith that Jesus could heal someone else. It's good. I would not serve a God who could just fix my problems, but couldn't fix my brother's problems.
Right.
I serve a God that can fix your needs, that can fix your needs, and then he can handle mine as well.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So Jesus, he hears Jairus' plea.
Tell the story.
And he walks with Jairus towards his house to go lay hands on his daughter. But as he begins to walk, a crowd follows behind him.
Lord Jesus.
This is another sermon for another day. But you have to be careful about the crowd that follows you.
That's true.
You have to watch out for faces in the crowd.
Right.
Sometimes when you're doing things for God, you will have people who will crowd around you. But the thing is, when you look at the crowd, everyone is not there to
Right.
support what you're going through. Some people are just there to say, I saw what he did, and I knew he wasn't going to do it. And then they'll run back and tell somebody else, well, it was all right, it was okay. I know he did what he did, but I still don't believe God is with him. So you still have to watch out for folks in the crowd.
My God.
But in the crowd, there was a certain woman. And she made up in her mind that today she was going to get a breakthrough. She suffered with the issue of blood for 12 years.
Yes.
12 years is a long time to deal with anything.
That's the truth.
So she makes up in her mind that if I can just touch Jesus' clothes,
That's what she said.
that my body would be made whole. When she touches Jesus, Jesus stops and he turns around and asks, who touched me? Now, typically, if Jesus stopped, it would be okay. But Jairus is in the corner while Jesus is stopping to deal with somebody else's situation. Have you ever prayed to God and said, God, I need you now? Not another second, not another minute, but I need you right now. But it seems that if God just stops, and takes his time, and he deals with somebody else. Have you ever been in a situation where your rent is due on the 5th, and you need God to come through, but he stops and he doesn't show up to the 6th? What do you do when God doesn't show up and he's not in a hurry to get to you?
Wow.
Help us.
Jairus just stands by while Jesus deals with a woman who has the issue of blood.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He takes the time to say, you've been made whole, but meanwhile, somebody say meanwhile. Meanwhile, there's a servant that comes from Jairus' house. And Jairus gets word that there's no need to bother Jesus any longer because his daughter has died. So it seems like all hope is lost.
That's what it seems like.
But I serve a matchless God. What Jesus does is he removes unbelief. If you read verse 36, it's right there. It says, as soon as Jesus heard the words that were spoken, he said to the ruler of the synagogue, be not afraid, only believe. Have you ever been in a situation where it didn't look like it was going to work out? In fact, it looked like all hope was lost. But Jesus just stepped up and said, just trust me.
Just trust me.
When Lazarus died, The situation looked like it was over. Martha goes to Jesus and she says, Jesus, if you had been here, if you would have came when I called you, my brother wouldn't have died. But now, since you're here, there's no need to even roll the stone away. Because by this time, it's 4 days later now, and he's stinking. So, Jesus says, I am the resurrection.
That's what he said.
And he says, show me where you laid him. And he says, roll the stone away.